I just wanna be part of your family.
Hello YouTube, James here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about my transition from being a meat eater to a vegan. It was quite long. I wouldn't suggest doing this just because ending eating meat to finally becoming a vegan, I still contributed to a lot of suffering and harm to animals, and I don't know why it took me this long, but I guess it did. Okay, well, it starts when I was younger in primary school and the beginning of secondary school. I always felt like I wanted to be a vegetarian. I just thought it sounded nice. I just wanted to tell people I'm a vegetarian. And quite a lot of the time I used to have the vegetarian options at school, and I used to say I'm a vegetarian when I would still eat meat at home. And I don't know why, but I just wanted to, basically. And then I've since then I've always I wanted phrases of saying, oh, I definitely want to become a vegetarian, I will one day. And I just I wasn't allowed to then, because I didn't really have that much control over what I ate and stuff, because I was I just had what was given to me. And then it was in January 2015, that's then I said I'm going to go pescatarian. I'm not going to have any more chicken or cow or pig or lamb or anything anymore. I said no, I don't want to have that. At the time I didn't know that fish still went through suffering and pain when they were killed. I just thought I didn't know. I just thought oh, it was a step. I'll just say I'm gonna go pescatarian and just I will become vegetarian in the future, but no set date or anything. And that went on for over a year, and a few days I did have cheat days, and I did regret it a lot. I remember one time my mum got this chicken type of thing, and it looked very nice, and she cooked it and stuff, and I had a piece, and after having that I felt really sick, and I felt really I didn't feel sick because it made me feel sick. I just felt sick because my mind, I just felt oh, I really I regretted it so much. And I felt when I was still eating fish, I was why am I still eating fish? This used to be a living animal. I think then I was really understanding they still felt pain. And then it was in April 2016, so last year, that I was no, I'm not gonna have fish anymore. I'm gonna go vegetarian. I'm just gonna have I'm still gonna continue to have milk and eggs and yogurt and honey and stuff like that. And I just said no more fish, that's it. My mum, my parents didn't really take that too good, because they thought oh, fish is nutritious, oh, why have I been saying that, oh, fish is good and stuff, it's better than meat. And then I was no, I just don't want to have it. Okay, and then that continued for quite a long time, and then I started sixth form in September, and in my form group, the girl I sit next to has been vegan for quite a few years now, and it was in about October time. We was talking about her diet and stuff like that, and I already knew she was vegan. She knew I was vegetarian, and we were talking about the idea of milk, and then I was saying that oh, I would stop having it, but I thought the cow needed to be milked. I just thought they didn't know, overly flirt or something, I don't know. And she told me no, they don't need to be milked, and I was oh, oh, what? I didn't know that. And basically then it just went off the idea of it for quite a while. And then we was on a trip to Poland, and we was talking about ideas veganism and stuff. That was in about just late November to early December. It was on the border of the months, and basically we was going around, and she was having a discussion with another student about milk again, and she was saying about how like, oh, why do we drink the milk from another species, and like no other species does that. And I was thinking like, oh yeah, it does like sound quite weird, like why do we do that? I don't really like understand, it doesn't make sense to me really, like I don't understand like why do we only do that, like we wouldn't go, why wouldn't we drink like our mother's milk at this age? So that like put the idea into my mind really, like, oh, it is a bit strange, like, oh, why are we still doing that? Like I just thought it was natural, but it wasn't really. And then it was in about January, like December to January time, coming into 2017, and I was went through like a phase of watching like loads of like vegan YouTubers and different like talks and stuff that they did about like the subjects. Lots of them I was watching, like I'll link some down below, and there was like I was watching lots of different videos, and then I was like, oh, it's just like really actually causing so much harm to like so many animals. Like I didn't like really understand the dairy and egg industries before I watched these videos, and they really like influenced me to like why am I doing this? And I'd watch these videos like and they show footage of like animals being taken to slaughter, and like all like the different like things that vegans do not have, or like entertainment and like feathers and like honey and all like the industries that like exploit animals basically. And I was watching them, and I just, because I'm very emotional, I get very emotional very easily. And I was just watching, I started to cry. I was just crying at these videos. It really like made me feel like really sad, like how I was still like contributing, like it just makes me feel really like sickened almost, like how could I be doing this to such an innocent animal that's like done nothing to me. Like I just wanted to like, that's it, like I'm not gonna contribute anymore. And then it was on the 16th of January, I was in like the common room area, and my friend asked me like, oh, like it was talking about like vegetarianism or something, and then my other friend that was vegan was over the other side. So the whole time I was like, I'm going vegan, like I've started to go vegan now, like this is the day I am now a vegan. I'm not going to get any more animal products again, like ever. And then I just stopped buying them. I had corn stuff and like corn brand that they still use egg, and like other like Tesco and has their own products in like the freezer and stuff, and I still had them because I didn't want them to go to waste. And it was about February 2017 that I had my last animal like product basically, and that was basically, and then I was like, I'm vegan, like I'm not gonna go back ever, like I don't want to contribute to that anymore, and I want to like share the message and influence other, like these YouTubers had done for me. Basically, yeah. Anyway, this is the end of like my story, and I just wanted to like say a few tips that people, I've seen other like vegan transition videos that I think are a bit better than like how I went about it, because I still took quite a while. And I think that basically, like, if you are coming from like a meat eater and you're going straight vegan straight away, just like not do it over slow. Like you still, like if you think that like you have the mindset of a vegan, then like you don't want to like do it, keep slow or really slowly, but like still like take your time, like do like maybe like a day at a time, or a meal at a time or something. And like if you slip up, it doesn't really matter that much, like in the grand scheme of things. Like that one slip up is like, it might make you want to try harder to like stop it altogether, and then like at the end you will be a vegan basically. And like that's how I see it more. I don't think you should like go through these long steps like I did, because as I said before, I was still contributing to like immense harm to so many animals. Yeah, basically. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
I'm done.